Hello, welcome to my channel. Today is day 16 of the meditation, and this is probably one of my favorite and most valuable lessons of all. The word Selbstliebe means self-love, to love yourself and to value yourself as a person. And so, without further ado, here's day 16 for the meditation, 21-day challenge. In order to share love, one must begin with themselves. When I was a girl, I saw some other student had the words, love God first, love your neighbor second, love yourself last, printed on their flute case. Even as a youngster, I got to wondering, how is it even possible for someone to love another when one cannot even love themselves? We live in a world that tells us often that when we show love to ourselves, that we are being selfish. The notion of selfishness was often thrown in our faces if we tried to do self-care. I grew up around narcissistic people who basically told me that I was always being selfish. So instead of actually trying to preserve myself, I ended up doing so much for other people that I did so much for other people so that people would not be able to judge me or call me selfish. I felt as though this notion of loving myself was a selfish act. I grew up that way, and when I got older, I found myself in abusive situations and relationships. When I met my husband, I learned about not just unconditional love that I received from him, but I also learned that I must be a pretty okay person for him to love me for the person that I am. It is my husband of almost it If my husband of almost 30 years can love me for the person that I am, then why can't I love myself too? Suddenly, the lesson I learned with regards to all of this was not about how much I am loved by others, but how much do I love myself. I have to love who I am, because the expression of love is also about my worth as a person. Sometimes it's not easy to do that, but if I cannot express love for myself, then how can I expect others to love me in return? It is impossible for a person who loathes themselves to love another. Look at the people in public life. Does anyone think or believe that these people who delight in the pain of others have a single ounce of self-love in them? They are operating on the idea that misery loves company. The pain they carry inside has a massive impact on the manner in which they address others. That is why specifically self-love is so vital. If I cannot begin to love myself, then how can I expect other people to love me? It is akin to looking in a mirror. If I love myself, then I feel myself inclined to smile. In doing that, I see the light that is manifest in me. If there was no self-love, then chances are the only thing I will see is the reflection of an angry, miserable woman. In essence, the people who do not practice self-love will always find themselves wanting more. Do you believe that these ultra-rich billionaires are happy or love themselves? Perhaps not. Why else do you suppose they want more and more? If they had a single ounce of love in them, they would not require extra things. So although some may think that these folks are happy and have it made, I am not so sure. Thank you for being here and thank you for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you will be able to do something kind for yourself today. All the best to you, Take care, and as always, namaste.